sit down, demonstrators. Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to our studio. We're very happy to show you this afternoon some creative dancing. Creative dancing, as we practice it here in this studio, is something which everyone can do because you make up your own movements. You each move the way you want to, according to your feeling. You're not expected to dance exactly as anyone else dances. You discover for yourself your own forms of expression. We're going to show you exactly how we do it this afternoon. There are 3 groups here going to participate. Here on this side are 5 members of our adult recreational classes. In the middle here we have 6 children from the advanced children's class, and 5 over here of high school and college age. We call them our young adult group. Some of the things we'll all do together, and some of them we will do separately. First of all, we're going to do something all together, so will you all stand up? And will you scatter in the room? Take a moment to space yourselves creatively with an equal amount of space for everyone, and mixing up so that the groups are not all together. That looks pretty good. This is a creative problem. Very good. We like to start our creative dance experience with stretching movements. Will you all make stretching movements now, just the way you feel? Waking up your muscles, waking up the whole body. You may stretch and bend and twist and turn. Try to use every part of the body, fingers, feet, toes, legs, trunk. Waking up the body and rest. All these things which we are doing, you too could do in the audience if you cared to. We like now to do some loosening up movements. Will you shake and flop and drop and do any movements which loosen you up? Don't forget loosening up your legs as well as your arms and back and trunk. Loosening up. And rest. Good. We're just going to take a moment for each of these things. And then to give us elasticity and lightness, we like to bounce. Will you do some bouncing movements? Bounce in your own way. Be very elastic. Bouncing and springing, the knees, the feet, the legs have to work. And rest. That's good. And now for general rhythmic coordination, we like to do some swinging movements, and we use the word swing to help us with our breathing, and we'd like to have you all join us by saying swing with us. Here we go. Swing, 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 swing. Audience, join us. Swing, 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 swing. Swing, swing, and rest. Yes, yes. But audience, you know you can't have a beat like that without moving. You must move a little bit with us. You must be a creative audience. We'd rather not have you talk. We'd like to have you just watch and move along with us if you can. Now, we do lots of natural basic movements. One of them is skipping, and we all love to do it, but it takes a lot of room, and we're not going to all do it. I'm going to have only the children skip. Will the rest of you please go back to your places? And with the children alone, please, take their scatter position. Now, this is a dance which we have done before, but of course we do it differently each time. You're going to skip freely, each one in your own path at first, then you're going to get into a circle, and then the circle will become a line. I'm going to ask Leslie to lead the line, then back into the circle again, and then the dance will find its own conclusion. Here you go. Skip. Good. Fine, fine, fine. Floor is a little more slippery than usual, so be careful. Now the next thing we're going to do is for everybody, so will everybody stand up and scatter again? All right, when you have a good position, that's good. You can sit down for this one. We like to explore movement of separate body parts so that we really are able to use our whole body as an instrument of expression. Let's start with head movement. You may sit or stand or lie, anything you want to at all, but you're going to make some head movements. Will you try it, please? It's good if you can close your eyes without having to see anyone else. Now, after you get your head moving, you may let the whole body go with it, so that whatever your head is doing, the rest of the body is reflecting, sitting, lying, standing, whatever you wish. It's a head dance, but the whole body is with it. And now let's end this head dance and rest. All right. We're going to do this with a few other parts of the body. I think we won't always sit. We're going to have arms and hands now. Decide in advance whether you'd rather sit or lie or stand. I don't want you to all be sitting. Won't some of you stand up? How about some of you up? That's good. All right, let's have some arm and hand movement now. Let those fingers, wrists, hands be very much alive. The rest of the body can join, can be a part of it. It's a dance for arms and hands. Each one differently, each one in your own way. And we'll end this dance now. And rest. Good. Now the same for legs and feet. And here too, you mustn't stay on the ground all the time. You must get up and move those legs around up in the air. All right, here we go. Legs and feet. Feet can be as expressive as hands, as expressive as faces. Let's use them. Let's get up and move the legs around up in the air. Yes, that's the idea. And you may end this dance and rest. Good, good. Just everybody sit down a moment. You people may come over here now and find better seats. Now we've seen everybody dancing all together, and you can't see individuals very well. I'd like to just select a few individuals to do some of these alone, and I'm going to have a head dance, and I'm going to ask Kevin to do a head dance. Shall we have an arm and hand dance? How about Lauren? maybe we won't take time to show any more studies for parts of the body. We don't have unlimited time. Rather, let's go on to using the whole body, but with a specific quality. Let's all start standing up for this one. Slowness is your quality. Let me see you moving your whole body slowly, with the feeling of slowness. We're always concerned with feeling in dance, not just movement, but feeling of the movement. This is slow movement. And now change it to fast movement, very fast, very fast. It's another feeling entirely. And slow again. See the difference. Entirely different feeling, slowness. And now we'll end this dance. And rest. Good. There's another quality that is a wonderful one to improvise with: forceful and forceless. Now let's see how forceful your movement can be. Try it. Strong, a feeling of forcefulness throughout the whole body, legs, arms, back, shoulders. You are a moving force. You can move anything and anybody that is anywhere near you. You can move mountains. Be a moving force. Push, pull, lift up. And now the opposite, forceless. No force, no strength. You can be easily moved around, moving around easily. Anybody can push you around, pull you. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a great joy to be moved around by an outer force. Just so forceless. And now you may end this dance. And rest. Yes, just stay where you are for a moment. We're going to have each group improvise on this theme, each one in a little different way. First, the adult group. Will the rest of you go and sit down, please? All right, we have 5 in the adult group. Let's have, this theme, forceful and forceless, is a very fine theme for group work. That's why we're having some group improvisations now. Let's have a duet, and let's have a trio. And let's have one. I think I'm going to change you. Mary Louise. No, I think I'm going to have you over here. I think I'm going to have you over here. That's right. Now, Roz, we'll have, in each group, we'll have one forceful one moving force, moving the others around. Roz, you'll be the moving force. You're going to move these two around. Let's have Mary Louise, the moving force. You're going to move Lois around. We call this also activity and passivity. One moving force, the others being moved. Go on as long as you need to. I won't stop you. If you finish before the other group finishes, just stop and wait and watch them finish. All right, good. All right, let's have the children now on the same theme. The entire children's groups together. This is really, it's a wonderful theme. It's a very basic theme, moving or being moved. We all have the experience of being the moving force at one time or another. Now let's have a nice group here, and I'd like to have Joe, the moving force here. All right, now this takes quite a bit of relaxation, you know, in order to be moved. All right, Joe, good. And now the young adult group with a more difficult and a more advanced approach. There will be one forceful moving force, but the role will pass around from one to the other, not according to any preconceived plan. They don't know who's going to lead or when. It will be just out of the feeling of the movement. See if you can follow them and see what you would do if you were in their situation and if you thought it was your time to be the forceful one. All right, good. That's nice. Now, we're going to have a little sound with our movement. We've had plenty of sound, but it hasn't been conscious accompaniment. Let's start all together. Would you all stand up again? And take your scatter position. That's good. We like to use our native instruments, hands and feet and voice, because everybody has those. And let's start with hands and feet accompanying ourselves. See if, we'll do it individually, but see if you can get right away into some common pulse where you are all feeling the beat together, but varying it in your own way. And dance a little while like that, and then just let your dance come to a conclusion. Let's go. maybe just for a moment we can show you how we use our voices. We have to prepare our voices before we can really use them for much accompaniment. Are you very much out of breath? You are a little bit. Let's just do a stretching movement with stretching sounds. All right. Do some shaking movements with shaking sounds. All right, good. Perfectly natural and very valuable. Now we can use our voices to create words and speech while we dance. I'd like to have everybody all together just for a moment say a single word. Let's have the audience do it with us. Say a single word and use your whole body to express the feeling of it. Let's take the word no. When I give you the word, put your whole body into the expression of the word no as you say it. Here you go. No. Again. No. Again. No. Again. No. Again. No. All right, good. You can say it once, you can say it twice, you can do it any way you want to. Let's try yes. Let's say yes. Here you go. Yes. Again. Yes. Again. Yes. Again. Yes. Yes. And rest. All right. Let's have the children alone. This is a nice one. Everybody else can sit down. Children, let's have a circle. And let's have a no-yes dance right in the center. That's right. Now, how are we going to do this? It's a small group, isn't it? Let's have Nolan start. Will you say no? Will you say yes? No, yes, no, yes. Now, you'll have to, if we go around twice, you'll have to start with yes, won't you? The second time around, start with yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and I'm going to end it with her no. Okay. All right, let's try it.
No! Yes. No. Yes. No! Yes. Yes. No. Yes, yes. No. Yes. No, no.
That's all right. You can sit down now. That was good. Now we can say lots of things. We don't only say yes and no. And one of our dancers is going to dance for us now, making up words as she dances, Kathy.
Life grows. It sways, sways, sways and crumbles. Life should always be happy, joyful, and gay, gay and happy. But why can't life exist without hate?
Now we use all kinds of instruments, anything at all, which we can find, which makes an interesting sound. Our favorite instrument is my favorite instrument is the daily newspaper. We're going to have all of you do a newspaper dance together. Debbie, would you just as soon get the newspapers behind there and pass them out? Everybody stand, please. Everybody take a newspaper and then stand in a big circle. We're going to be a newspaper dance for the whole group. It'll take a minute. Perhaps you could all help her a little bit. You can begin to form the circle. Let's make a nice circle with even spaces and room enough to move. Now, this is going to be a real group dance. We're all going to be making the same movement at the same time, led by first one and then the other. Whatever movement your leader does, you will all do together. Let's see, how shall we start here? Barbara, why don't you start? Now, however she holds her newspaper, I think I'd open it up so there'll be plenty of... However Barbara holds it, you'll all hold it. Let's go around this way. You lead through one movement, you lead through another, you lead through another. Each one leads through one movement until, Joe, you're the last one. And that will be the end of the dance. Let's try it. We're going to have to take those crumpled newspapers out here somewhere. I think Regina is going to bring us a box to put them in. Do we have a box there? No, well, then we'll have to just give them up here to get them out of the way. And then you can all go and sit down again. Thank you. Now, I'd like to have the children do some instrument dances, playing while you dance. And I'd like to have you do some of those which I have seen you do before. Let's start out with a tambourine dance, Debbie. have the sticks, Leslie. 2 sticks. And let's try the wrist bells, Joe.